G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Planet Coaster, and the studio's pack, and we have made some changes again that I said I would make. So even though this looks quite similar, you notice now that these paths are actually 3 deep. You can see by this little bit I've chipped out here. So they're set on a grid now, and they're exactly sort of 3 across. So what I did is I actually emptied the fountain and redid all the walls, and now we've got these much more workable. Instead of a big thick piece of pathing, we've actually got a triple wide, so I can take sections out in the middle and have gardening and fill a green space along there, and I can even have green spaces coming up to the pond as well, or the fountain as well. So I think that's pretty good. That's going to be more functional, and that's going to work nicely. Connects in here nicely. I've added a few more of these shipping containers, just so you this sort of 50s diner doesn't look too kind of out there on its own. And then of course so that's all working pretty functional. And then the other thing I did is I tried to finish off this, or I created a drop down into the ground, and I've sort of moved the fire station up, and I've done a few things, and I thought, yeah, it all works, but then I've had an idea, and I actually put in an entrance to this ride and an exit on the other side, and these guys are I don't know, I guess they're able to get off if there's no path though. So I actually thought that's brilliant. And then in general layout of the park though, I think this corner here is a really good corner for the kickoff of this ride. So I think if the guests were looking at the park, I think you'd come in here and you'd walk in. In fact, I always need practice when I do my walkthroughs, because I'm really bad at it. But let me see if I can come down as a guest. And I'm just trying to see if I can get down there. Yep. Ooh, flying down, trying to get to ground level. Follow these people. Yep. So you come through, there's the hotel. You go, wow, look at this hotel. It's pretty cool. I'm going to try and put some chandeliers under there. And you walk through, and there's the park. And so when you then come through, it would open up onto this amazing sort of vista, and there'd be trees and lots of planting and a bit of green space and all this sort of stuff. And then so when the guests would look through, they'd see these big sound stages there, and they think, wow, I want to go see it all. So on the left, I think, is a good spot to have. Over here is a good spot to have the entrance to that ride. But then on the right, I think we could immediately, what's he doing? Oh, look at him, he needs a toilet. There are no toilets. Yes, I do need to put toilets in. But these guests would then come around here, and instead of getting onto the studios ride around here, I think that with this amazing background, I think this could be a really good part to kick off our first adventure world, and I think that could be a Ratchet and Clank world. I think guests could come and go, well, Ratchet and Clank is something that made this studio what it is today in this particular story, and so I think it coming off to there would be really cool. I've started off an actual kick-off path around this building as well. I want the pathing to start winding around the park. And again, I really like this curve too. I don't know. I did this curve and thought, oh, I love it. And again, I've got the car sort of, or the studio ride coming under that. So it doesn't make much sense while you don't have the roads there at the moment, but just look at some of these streetscapes. I think this is kind of, if you have a look here, if you look back here and you can see studio in the background, I think that it's all really cool. I'm really happy with how it's starting to turn out. This is like the adventure world. I go through periods of going, what, this is all crap, and look at the back of that hotel, just rubbish. But then it just, once you add the detail in, it comes along. And again with the hotel, I've got to wait until inspiration strikes. I'm wondering if the roof's too big and grand, but I think once I tie it in with these pillars, I've gone for a little bit of a 1930s deco concrete look here, and that doesn't tie in with this roof, so I do need to tie these together. Lots of ideas just running through my head. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this entire station over here and then start to map out where the studio tour is going to go. So let's get into it. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll close the ride. Yep. And we will now edit the track and watch everyone freak out and leave the line. I wonder if maybe I might just close the park as well. Yeah, I'm going to close the park. I think it's nice just to get everyone out. Just let's clear it out. Is everyone heading for the exit? Yeah, look at them. Park's closed. Yeah, anyone up there? See, the only people up here were walking to an ATM, going up to the shops. Cool, okay, so we can do the studios tour, and I think a really big sort of arts way to get into the studios tour is going to be really cool as well. All right, what we'll do is, I need to think about the overall layout now. I don't think I need my tunnel anymore. I think my tunnel can go. And I'm just wondering how to move a station. Do I have to, should I just knock down this whole ride and start rebuilding it? I think I should. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do that. I'm going to delete the entire ride and then just start off again. I think this is going to be the best thing. So if we go delete, and now all these bits under here need to be freshened. Terrain, flattened surface. Yeah, is it? Yeah. Okay, so we've got all nice. That's all nice now. What else? Well, we can leave that there. That's a legacy from an old ride that's been decommissioned. All right, cool. So we can now start to. We literally don't have the bus ride in there anymore, do we? No. And I now don't need this thing to be like this anymore either. So I can think about the bus. Did I want the bus hugging? See, I don't mind the bus hugging this part. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get the bus. We're driving on the left, aren't we? Oh, I keep hitting that wrong button. Apologies there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get the bus to come up here on the left, and on the right, hang on. Yes, he's passing on the left there. And then on the right it'll come back, it'll swing back out of here. So if it goes up on the left and on the right it swings out, I just don't want the buses to hit each other. I was trying to avoid these buses. All right, I think I need to not worry too much. I want to end it on the street, and I think I need to get out here. So I need the bus to kick off, come out to a section where it will be continued on, then get back onto the rail, and then go end up in the bus in this street section. So I think I know I can plan this out. All right, let's go. So if we go to track rides and custom, and we're looking at a bus tour. And let's think about this. So, oh yeah. Now, oh yeah. I've got to think about how much room I've got here. I want to make good use of this space. I think I know what I'm doing. All right, yes. I do like it when I finally work out what's going on and I make a decision. Try and go parallel. Try and run parallel with that. Trying to run parallel with that fence, but I think I might have trouble with that. So let's go here. All right, but what we wanted to do was going to be station, and it's going to be hop off on the left, hop on the right, and then it's going to be like this. So if we can just do station, big station. And I think that looks parallel too. Yeah, big station. All right, cool. And now we're just going to have a look here. Utilities, and I want to see basic standing track allows a track to stop for a certain amount of time before continuing. Oh, stop start track and the regular track. Okay, well, let's go regular track. Okay, so do we want to go through that? are we going to go through that soundstage? Because maybe, no, hang on. Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Maybe you can finish by coming out of that soundstage. This could be a case that this thing is going to be rerouted several times. All right. And again, as soon as I come out, utilities 1, and now here's where we need to drop it and put the height markers in. So they're in. Yep, and we need to drop it just a little bit. Turn the angle snap off. What we got there, drop in? Yeah, hang on, I think we've gone deep. We don't want it to be deep. We need it to be small and up a bit. Hang on, no. Up a bit. Now, if I can go back to 0 here, will that keep me underground? Yeah. All right, so I'm thinking if I start the test now, let's just see if how bus is going there. Height markers should be, there's the height markers. All right, and then if I go longer, I can come all the way along here. How's bus looking? Is bus looking all right? Is bus clipping? Bus is clipping only a tiny bit. I think bus is good. I don't think we're ever going to be really looking into it that deeply, so I think that's pretty good. Happy with that. Oh, bus has crashed. All right, and so now we can start to route it out. All right, so got the markers there. At least we can. I do like angle snapping actually. So if we go straight up, angle snap back on, and we'll start to. And we can have a look at some nice curves. Right, and at this point, I think we can afford to get him a bit, actually, at this point. So we don't want to go up, but we definitely want it to be smaller. In fact, as small as possible, and going around some tight bends here. Well, could end coming out of that one, couldn't he? I think he really could come out of. He could end out of that one. Okay. There's a nice sharp turn there. Don't mind that. I've got to be careful not to make this too jaggedy. So let's make these a bit bigger. Yeah, 20 meters. And we'll start to get a bit of distance going. This is all going to be dug up and redone actually, because this will be the Jaws ride, the missiles and the Kennedy Space Center kind of area, and I like the idea of doing that up against the cliffs. And so yeah, this will all be redone, but we are just now going to start to try and feed it into here. Is that right? Actually, let's make use of the bridge. We're going to make use of this pedestrian bridge actually. Alright, now I need to start to think about carefully. Ooh. Done. That shouldn't have happened. Why would that have happened? There shouldn't be any gradient issues. This should be flattened terrain, the whole area. Right, let's turn angle snap off. And let's just work out why he's slightly heading towards the surface. Ooh. Right. And now just keep that back at 0 and go, there you go. We just want to be underneath. Oh, and I think he's heading in the right direction. So think about this. If car goes around here, car's on my left, is he? Yeah. If car goes around this corner, car could go around there, and then car could go back out here. Oh, that could be good. That could be good. That could be good. Okay, we need to leave the ride for a second. Yep, and we need to go and demolish this and make it all nice. Right, this is going to be interesting. Can we just go boom and goodbye? Yep. And then let's go terrain. Wow, this has made some changes, but I really like these changes. I think this is quite cool. Flattened to found. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I think that's gonna work. I think. We missed anything? We'll find out, won't we? We will find out. I don't need to worry too much about this. In fact, just get rid of that path. Because I think I'm just complicating things at the moment. And I'll just need to, yes, I want the bus to come around here. All right, so let's keep rerouting that bus. Where is it? Ooh, where are you? That one? And we want to go edit track. Brilliant. All right, so if we come back and here, again, this is just a bit of pathing to see how it goes. Now we're going to start to make it small, curve her in, and now we're where we need to be. All right, so let's go small, and at this point as small as we can get it. So what is the smallest piece? 8 meters. So we'll try and go at a fairly right angle here using that as a guide, and now I'll spin it. I wonder if I could just seeing if I can push it here a little bit. Nope, that's going to push him under the path. Okay. So these ones, if I can bring him back to 8 meters, and now keep using that as a nice little guide. Guide. And now am I turning? That could work. It might work. I just need to know whether or not we could spin along there and now start to spin around this. If he goes wide, can he now start to spin around this street? So I want him to go this way. Nope. So if he goes at this point, if he spins around, yeah. Yep. Yeah, and at that point, can he now? Oh, definitely not. Well, I suppose I could knock back the curb there. I mean, that's just the curb. Let's see. He's going to go down this street, down this way now. And at this point, we'll start to straighten up to driving on the correct side of the road. So he'll cut in here. And he's a studio bus tour. He's on essentially. Whoa, we don't want it to be snaking too much. So, but he's aiming for the middle of the road, and he's now trying to fit in with that township. He's on the cityscape, and he'll start to spin a little bit wider here because he has to get around this corner. And I think that's cool. I think he's got around the corner. These people are going to see it and go, wow, this is cool. It's like a studio bus tour. Mum, Dad, can we go do that? And they go, yeah, we're going to do that after lunch. Stop carrying on. Eat your hot dog. You whinging child. oh, but we want more rides and we're spoiled. Yeah, we get it. We've all seen those families at theme parks driving us absolutely spare. All right, I just think theme parks shouldn't be for kids. All right, so hang on. So that's good. I think what's she done? She's come around here. He's gone around there. He's going to go under the bridge here. I think at this point, yeah, he can be correcting his going to the left a little bit. And now I'll start to go larger. And we can curve. Because now we're heading through here. And it's going to be about getting through this one. Right, now this part could be well interesting because I put the roof on this building and I don't know how this is going to go. So, let's go like that. And now let's edit this building. And then, I think what we're going to do is... I wonder if I go like this. If I go grab multiple pieces. Ooh. We just grabbed half the city. Okay, it's not going to work. That is not going to work. What about if I do it from this side? If I go grab multiple pieces. No. Alright, I think what I'll do, okay, I know what I'll do it a little different way. So we're going to edit the track here. And where are we? There, right? So at this stage, I'm just going to drive straight through and he's going to be clipping and I know I need to get through to the other corner. And if it turns out that this isn't the route he takes and we have to change this, then so be it. Remembering pirate ships here, fort's going to be there, camera crews are going to be somewhere. And then to get through here, he's going to be, needs a little bit of a bend because he's going to be trying to get through here. So if we bend it, he needs more of a bend there. Try and get through that door. I think if he can just bend it a slight bit more, yeah. And then, yeah, he's through the middle of that door. And then I think he has to aim for a door at this corner. So we're starting to look at the completion of it, the completion of that initial track layout. This just feels better. This feels more fluid, helping on from this side of the park. I think that's really cool. Gee, it's interesting because, you think, oh, I don't know how to do this. And then it turns out that you just do a bit and then you know when to cut back and when to, like, you just, yeah, I'm finding it kind of a good sort of, I'm finding a nice little learning curve. It's not, I don't think it's a complete mess. But you can tell me if it is a complete mess, if you think it is. All right, so we've obviously got some terrain issues. And so we will just try and drop him a tiny bit. It's not angle snap, so he should be able to go down just a little bit. Yeah, and then if I just go back to 0 now, got to remember to go back to 0, otherwise he'll just keep heading down. And then he'll have to come up here anyway. Right, this is going to be so if he comes up a tiny bit. And now if I can just get to 0 here, can he bend more? No. Can he bend more there? No. These parts are interesting because these parts never want to connect up. Is he too big? Yeah, he can be smaller. Ooh. These parts are connected up. Just after I said they never want to connect up, and then they connect it up. So that works. I think the only exposed part's going to be at the end, and I like the idea that guests would come up and go, yep, there's the track again. We can see our track again. Whoo, back into the station. I think that's really cool. I'm just going to go stop test and done and full test, and then we'll look at putting on more buses and stuff. But yeah, so he comes around here. This is all placeholder track at the moment. Let's just what is it? Is it P? No, P0, speed 3. Yeah, I'm learning the hotkeys. All right, so he comes around here. At this point, is here, gets into there. This is all proper studio backlots. This is going to be good. I think this will be nice, sort of, old cars and things from movie sets and stuff. Is that exposed? No, it's clipping. It's borderline. And then I think he comes along here, and what we'll do is, if it's all right, we'll just we will go to speed 1 and we'll jump on at the moment, and let's see. So we're about to head into the city. So he comes in here. I will fix this, the little clipping, not clipping, but he drives over there. He does swing in nice and close to that police car. Whoa, don't hit it. That's cool. I like this. Okay, the bus is now swinging along here. I like that the buses are big and they do have to do these nice big wide swings. Back past Studio 5, where we haven't been inside that yet, but I believe they're filming a pirate stuff, and I like that that's open and they can see a bit of the pirate stuff as well. That's really cool. Yeah, the garbage truck, watch out for him. Whoa, back to the park entrance, we can look over. This walkway may or may not stay. I kind of, it may stay actually, because I was thinking of maybe making it into like a lovely old rail bridge. So with lots of brick and stuff, so you get to sort of see. And from here on in, I'm just gonna go in. I want to see how we did with the with this bit and swinging into the here. So he starts to swing out a little bit. We'll just see how we go. We might go right through a pirate ship in a second. We'll see. Look at her hair. Yep, we are going to clip a pirate ship, people. We're very close. Ooh, hang on. No, we did not clip a pirate ship. That might be a worker. Yeah, pirate ship there, forward over the other side. That could work. This door needs to open. That's not bad, yeah. And I think this is kind of cool. And if you jump out, he's about to go through there, and he's going to then go, yep. And here he goes. He comes out here. And I kind of don't mind even the snaking at the end. I think that's really cool. I think we can do something there. We can do a bit of some sort of fright where some point of interest here and another point of interest there could be really cool. I think that kind of works. I think this is all very city industrial left. It's all, the left side of the park is all about the studio. But then over here on the right side of the park, where we've got this decommissioned sort of path, what is it? Queue, decommission queue. I was looking for that word. That's the word, decommission queue. And I think that's where we could say, right, Ratchet and Clank World, round here. Kids World, round here, or whatever it may be. So I think definitely, I think we're on a bit of a winner here. I'm happy with that. We might leave it at this episode, just with the path. An idea that I had with the path is the guests will enter here, and there'll be quite an entrance to this ride, quite an entrance to the studios. It'll be all very Hollywood Disney studios. I think I might even do some lovely archways like they would have had at the entrance to those parks. Just a little bit of a nod to. And then the guests, I do want the guests to make their way to the outer side. So this is where the entrance is going to be. I like the idea that it's going to be a high wall that runs the length of the park, and these guests will be right up against it, and then lots of planting in front. I like the idea that it's kind of, I have this picture in my mind of a big tall wall, lots of manicured planting, and a really big long sort of row where they walk all the way up and then jump onto the bus. They'll hop off in the middle, and then they'll have to use some bridges to get in and out as well. So that all kind of works. And if we're going to have something with a bit of height here that the guests can look at, then this will kind of work nicely. I'm so much happier with this. I got to wait. I've said this before. My building is like this. I wait for some sort of inspiration to strike, and I know when things don't quite look right. And as much as I was trying to make that other thing work, that this tunnel portal, it didn't work. There's no reason why the bus would go into this tunnel portal, and it was right next to the city as well, where it's supposed to be lovely and landscaped. It gave away a gig, not a gig. It gave away a the kind of something that was meant to be seen at the end of the ride, and it gave it away too early, and people would have seen it as they walked into the park, and no. Cool. Okay. Well, I think that's, I think our silhouette's starting to look at those water towers, would you? I just think the park is starting to get there. It's starting to look all right. Please leave a comment, hit the subscribe. My subscribers are slowly going up. And leave a comment, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and any suggestions on what you think we need next would be great. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Cheers.